Field for tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Jack Hackman Field and this evening's Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. I'm Mike Steinwagner along with Trevor Zaleski, and we're going to bring you all the action this evening from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield here. And the Chaps finally are playing another home game as they lost to Wisconsin Rapids last Tuesday, a one-run ball game to even their record at 2-2. And they defeated Rhinelander to start out the season, lost to Abbotsford 8-7, beat Whittlesey at home 6-3. But then they had a big break in there as at Wapaka, that game was canceled because of rain. Then the Merrill game was supposed to be a home game, and the Minocqua game was supposed to be a home game, and they were short of ball players. For the Merrill team and the Minocqua team were short of ball players, and so those three games were canceled. And then they played Rapids last Tuesday, and now they're going to take on the Plover Pterodactyls, who come into this contest with an 0-3 record. And today's starting lineups is brought to you by the Shoot a Funeral Services in Stevens Point, and Plover is here to help you with all your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That's shootafuneral.com. Starting lineup for the Plover Pterodactyls, as I mentioned, coming into this contest with an 0-3 record, leading off and playing center field, Eli Johnson. Batting second and playing first base, the manager, Jason Jones. Batting third, the catcher, Bennett Klisch. Batting in the cleanup spot and playing third base, Caden Thoyer. Batting fifth and playing short, Brady Houston. Batting sixth and playing left field, Josh Opiola. Batting seventh and pitching tonight for the Pterodactyls, Josh Marcioni. Batting eighth and playing right field, Kevin Jastromski. And batting ninth and playing second base, Bailey Houston. For the Marshfield Chaparrals, who come into this contest with a 2-2 record. Leading off and playing shortstop, Isaiah Byrol. Batting second and catching, Cullen DeBoer. Batting in the 3 spot and playing center field, Riley Bowman. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot and pitching, Logan Homolka. Batting fifth and playing second base, who was just added to the team just last week, Jack Tubbs. Batting in the 6th spot and playing left field, Colton Schillinger. Batting seventh and playing first base, Andrew Siraki. Batting eighth and playing right field, Cole Hediger. And batting ninth and playing third base, Sean Bryant. And the Chaparrals are managed by Luke Wirtz. And the Pterodactyls, like I said, have had a little problems also with getting games in. This was actually supposed to be their 6th ball game, but they've only got 3 games in so far this year. The Clintonville game was postponed, and the Scandinavia game was also postponed. And so and I found out now that the game that is scheduled for Friday against the Marion Meisters at Memorial Park has been canceled, but they will play a doubleheader in a league game with Maymont White Bass in a doubleheader starting at 12:30 at Memorial Park. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure their vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield South Side. As they are just completing the starting lineups here, at this time we will have our national anthem.
Face the flag for the playing of the national anthem.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we're back here at Heckman Field, and the Plover Pterodactyls, they play in the Baba Association. That is the Badger Amateur Baseball Association, and they are in that South Central Division Conference with the New London Irish, and of course the Plover Pterodactyls, the Scandinavia Vikings, and the Wymont White Bass. What that is a combination. They take Wyowega and they took Fremont, the backside of Fremont, and made it Wymont White Bass. And there's are the four teams that are in that conference. And that conference actually, I was looking at their standings, and they have a combination, and they have a grand championship later at the end of the season, and they take all the teams that actually there's about 6 different divisions in there, and they land up playing a grand championship. And actually, Plover has won 3 grand championships over. In fact, they have qualified for the playoffs in 35 of the 36 years that they have been in that conference, and been just outstanding. And they were in it last year, and I think they've got a string of something like 14 in a row right now. Went back quite a few years where they did not make it into the playoffs, but 35 out of 36 years. So very good ball club by the Plover Ball Club here, a very young ball club this year, and looked up on their internet, and nice internet or web page they have that showed their starting rosters, and they have they call them first-year guys with the ball club, and so there's actually 6 new ball players on this club, and leading off for the Pterodactyls is one of those, as they call him, a rookie, right-hand hitter, Eli Johnson. And so the first pitch comes in, and a call strike.
70 degrees.
And temperature is 70 degrees with overcast, guys. We thought we were going to have a little rain here, but I think it's going to hold off. The crowd is slowly coming in. And next pitch catches the outside corner for a call strike, 2. 0-2 count now to Eli Johnson, the center fielder for the Pterodactyls, or as they call themselves, the Dax. So Homolka on the mound. Next pitch way outside for ball 1. Defensive-wise for the Chaparrals as Homolka gets set on the mound there. And a fly ball out to center field right at Riley Bauman for out number 1.
First baseman, Jason
Setting up now for first baseman Jason Jones. Jason Jones is the manager of this ball club, and he has been with this club for 18. Now let's see, where do I got? Oh, I've got to turn the page back the other way. Here we go. Jason Jones, as he has been with this club for 18 years, as first pitch by Homolka to Jones, catches the outside corner for a call strike. He's a left-handed hitter. He's been with this team 18 years. He played his high school ball at Amherst, and he has also played Legion ball for the Plover Black Sox, as quite a few these ball players played for Wayne Sankey or Craig Terpstra. And as Jones puts the ball out, the Byral over at short throws over the first in time for out number 2. So 2 down here in the top of the first inning, bringing up Bennett Klisch, the catcher. Bennett Klisch, now that's a common name over in that Stevens Point area, as I remember when I was umpiring, his father was a very, very good ball player for the Sixers over there. And first pitch comes down the main drag for a call strike. His dad, Brian Klisch. And Brian does also pitch for the Pterodactyls. And he's a right-handed hitter. This is his second year with the Pterodactyls, and we've got an 0-2 count now on Bennett Klisch, the catcher for the Pterodactyls. He's graduated from Spash, played for the Point Sixers team, and he went to college at UW Minnesota Duluth. Played some ball up there. 1-2 count to Bennett Klisch, batting in the number 3 spot. And a fly ball. And camping under it is Isaiah Byral for out number 3. So the Pterodactyls go 1-2-3 here in the top of the first inning. And we are brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com, and you're watching Chaparral Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. 2025 tryout registration is happening now. Go to marshfieldfastpitch.com to get started.
And we're back here at Heckman Field, and Pterodactyls go 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. And leading off for the Chaparrals will be Isaiah Byral, the shortstop, followed by Cullen DeBoer, and then Riley Ballman. And then in the 4 spot is Logan Homolka, and number 5, Jack Tubbs, who just finished his high school career at Stratford High School and a 4-time all-conference player. An all-conference player a couple of years back, and he was a unanimous choice again this year. Had an outstanding season with the Tigers, hitting over 500, and now batting 6th for the Chaps will be left fielder Colton Schillinger, followed by Andrew Soraki, then Cole Henniger, and in the 9th spot, Sean Bryant, as Josh Marcioni on the mound for the Pterodactyls. And we'll tell you a little bit about Marcioni here. Let's see here. Marcioni also plays first base for the Pterodactyls. He's 6'3", and this is his 3rd year with the Pterodactyls. And he's actually from Placer High School in California. He played for Post 84 out there and played at Mendocino College out in California. And leading off for the Chaps, the shortstop, Isaiah Byral. And the first pitch down in the dirt for ball 1. Overcast, winds very, very hardly blowing, maybe about 5-6 miles an hour. Next pitch comes in for a call strike to Byral. Dark clouds around us, but I think the rain might hold off for a change. And we're talking rain for tomorrow also, but looking at the forecast now, it's supposed to be halfway decent. Very hot this weekend. Heat indexes of 104, they're saying in some areas. And a line shot into the power alley. It could be two as Byrell rounds first, heads into second, and he'll come into second standing up with a double into the right center field power alley as the Chaparrals gets their leadoff hitter on base, which will bring up catcher now, Cullen DeBoer.
The catcher, Colin DeBoer.
As the Chaps over the years had very, very good success against this Plover ball club. Marcioni from the stretch and the pitch. And a shot out to right field as DeBoer takes the first pitch and hits it out to right field as Byrell heads over to third. So now runners at the corners with nobody out. Bringing up the center fielder, Riley Ballman. Chaparral's a very good hitting ball club up and down this lineup. They've had their two losses they do have. They were both one-run losses, so they're pretty much in every ball game. They lost the Rapids game by 1 down at Wisconsin Rapids last week. And the Abbotsford game, up in Abbotsford, they lost 8-7. So they're glad to get back here at Hackman Field and show what they've got as the next pitch comes right down the main drag to Riley for a call strike. 0-2 count now on Ballman with runners at the corners. With Byrell at third, DeBoer at first. Here in the bottom of the first inning and no score. Marcioni with the delivery just misses that outside corner. Marcioni thought he had the corner on there, but umpire saying no, she was a little bit outside. Marcioni from the stretch. And the pitch. And fouling it back into the screen as Riley Ballman stays alive. Logan getting a little exercise here, coming over to chase that foul ball. DeBoer with about a 4-step lead at first. And just missing outside on a breaking ball. 2-2 count on Riley Ballman. As Josh gets the sign from Bennett Klisch. And delivery. And down on the dirt, knocked down nicely by Bennett. 3-2 count as Josh tries to get him, but to no prevail as that pitch is knocked down by Bennett Klisch and loads the bases. And Logan Homolka now in a cleanup spot. And Logan's got some power as we've seen him hit a few of them out of this ballpark. Dimensions in this park is 320 down both lines. And a ground ball to second to Houston. Throw over to first in time, double play. But the Chaparrals will get a run in as Byrell scores on that double play. And no RBI. As on a double play, a batter does not get credit for an RBI. So now it'll bring up Jack Tubbs, the second baseman. And just missed with that breaking ball. So that double play went 4-6-3. And a RBI base hit by Jack Tubbs out to left field. And with Tubbs on base, a big threat. A big threat to steal as Jack had 26 stolen bases his high school season, and he was cut down twice. Jack with about a 4.5 step lead. And a swing and a miss by Colton Schillinger, the left fielder. As Jack Tubbs, his first appearance here at Hackman Field for the Chaparrals this season, gets an RBI single. Put the Chaps up now 2-0. Throw over to first, and Jack's back in time. Marcioni from the stretch. And there goes Jack. And comes in second, standing up. So stolen base by Jack Tubbs. And I've seen him many times also steal third in a situation like this also. As I had the privilege of covering Stratford baseball this season. Nice season that the Tigers had, finishing 15-5. And popping it up down the third base line. Third baseman going back. And makes the catch. That's Caden Thayer for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 2 and the Pterodactyls of Plover 0. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
And we're back here at Hackman Field. And the Chaparrals coming in with 2 runs here in the first inning to take a commanding 2-0 lead as Homolka out getting his warm-ups up now. And leading off for the Pterodactyls will be Caden Thayer, the third baseman. We'll tell you a little bit about Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. And it's time to get your pool ready for summer. Get it before the weekend because, like I mentioned, that heat index is going to be about 104, and if you've got a pool, you're going to want it this weekend. So contact Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local BioGuard dealer, for the products and expertise to do it right. Caden Thayer, the third baseman, up for the Pterodactyls, and let's see, on Caden here, plays third base and also pitches for the Pterodactyls, and this is his second season with the Dax. High school grad at Spash and played for the Plover Black Sox a couple of years back, and also played for the UW lacrosse club team, and takes the first pitch and line shot, base hit, and gets the first hit for the Pterodactyls in that leadoff spot. So Caden with an RBI, and the leadoff man for the Dax this inning gets on, bringing up the shortstop, Brady Houston. And Brady, let's see, he's a right-handed hitter. This is his third year with the Dax, a high school grad of Spash High School. Played for the Stevens Point Sixers a few years back, and plays shortstop and other infield positions for the Dax. Lamoka with fastball catches the outside corner for a call strike. 1-2 count now. on Brady Houston. Shortstop hitting in the 5 spot for the Dax. Homolka with the pitch and gets by catcher Colin DeBoer, and that'll be a pass ball, as I think there was a mix-up on the call on that, as I'm thinking Colin was waiting for a curveball, and Logan landed up throwing a fastball and went shooting right by him. So 2-2 count now on Brady Houston. Homolka from the stretch looks at second, and fouling off, staying alive is Brady Houston. Yeah, this weather in Wisconsin has really been strange. When we had that rain here on Monday, that it did not rain in Rapids and Point. On the south side of town, they had like 0.5 of an inch. I had an inch up by me up here by the hospital. So it was really crazy. So like in about a 3.5 mile stretch, you had a difference of 0.05 compared to 1 inch on the north end of town. So I guess they say it has to start somewhere and it's got to end somewhere. So it's, but I didn't think there'd be that much. And a pop-up coming back. And Colton and Fan drops it. And the fans are giving him a little hassle. They figure he should have had that. In fact, it was a former Chaparral ball player that actually dropped that down here. So 3-2 count here on Brady Houston with Caden Thauer and a fly ball. And Tubbs going out and called off by Riley Ballman. Ballman makes the catch for out number 1. And the beer batter for the Pterodactyls, as it will be left fielder Josh Opiola. And that name is very popular in the Stevens Point area, as his father is actually the head coach for the Sixers team. And Josh didn't play that far back. This is his rookie year with the Pterodactyls. He's a Spash grad. He played for the Plover Black Sox. And while his dad was actually coaching for the Sixers team. And he went to Bryant Stratton College and played some ball there. So Josh Opiola. In fact, I'll see his dad next week when we do the Legion game. And Opiola goes down on 3 pitches. And that is Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So 2 down. Here in the top of the 2nd inning. And that's the first strikeout for Logan. And foul ball over the top of us here up in the press box is Josh Marcioni, pitcher against pitcher, as Josh is starting pitcher for the Pterodactyls. Logan steps back off the rubber, and heading back is Caden at second base. And the pitch. And a breaking ball, just missing that outside corner, as Logan thought he had that. And the count now 1-1 with 2 down here in the top of the 2nd inning. And a runner at second. And a fastball right at the knees to Josh. 1-2 count. Left hand hitting Josh Marcioni. And catching the outside corner for a call, strike 3. And that's the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. For the Pterodactyls in the second inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left after 1.5 innings of play. It's the Marshfield Chaparrals 2 and the Plover Pterodactyls nothing. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane, open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, no appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
And we're back here at Hackman Field where the Chaparrals are leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. They do play 9 innings here in the Chaparral game. They do have a 10-run rule after 7 innings. And actually, Plover was 10-run against Wisconsin Rapids just in the last week here. Lost 12-2. And Hiller's True Value. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great deals on Milwaukee tools today. That's Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. And the first pitch to first baseman Andrew Siraki. And a pop-up coming straight back. As we've got a 1-1 count here to Siraki. Josh Marcioni on the mound for Pterodactyls. And a shot down the left field line, but foul. As Andrew out in front of that one a little bit. And they're going to, as the umpire was out of baseballs, and Cole Hediger, who was on deck, threw the ball and threw it right over the pitcher's head. And Josh is standing out there. I guess this is all the higher I can jump in order to catch that. So Josh is saying he has no jumping ability out there. Next pitch comes in for a ball. Should be 2-2. And following it back as it tings off the pole. In the on-deck circle is Cole Hediger, and followed by Sean Bryan, batting in the 9th spot. And breaking ball upstairs. And as you can hear the train coming down the tracks here, as the 745 is coming through. And a foul ball by Andrew stays alive. Chaparrals with 2 runs on 3 hits so far. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Andrew goes down swinging for out number 1.
Right fielder Cole Hediger.
As Cole Hediger now up for the Chaparrals. As Cole, former Neilsville grad. And first pitch comes in, catches the inside corner for a call strike. And a swing and a miss on a fastball from Marcioni. 0-2 count with one down here. Marcioni with the pitch. And a pop-up into the infield. Coming over is Caden Thoyer and makes the catch for out number 2. Bringing up the number 9 hitter, the third baseman, Sean Bryant. Right-handed hitter for Luke Wertz's Chaparrals. And Sean, former Molsonee grad, played a little college ball at Northland College. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. And a ground ball to short. Over to third as third baseman cuts across and gets Bryant by a good 3-4 steps for out number 3. As Chaparrals go 1-2-3. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Heckman Field. Start of the top of the third inning. This game moving right along. And bringing up Kevin Jastromski for the Pterodactyls. And Jastromski, right-handed hitter. This is his 9th season with the Ducks, a high school grad of Spash High School. Played for the Plover Black Sox years back and played actually on the club team for UW Stevens Point, a UW Stevens Point grad. So I'm always happy for those UW Stevens Point grads. My whole family has gone to UW Stevens Point, and my daughter just set herself up for met with an advisor at UW Stevens Point as she will start her senior year at Marshfield High School, but going to be a pointer in the family also, so I'm glad to see that. So, leading off, Kevin Jastromski, the right fielder, and Homoka with the pitch, and foul back into the net. One other game on Zaleski Network today, Eau Claire is at Stevens Point, and they should be pretty much starting that second ball game as they're playing a doubleheader over there at Bucol Park. And a fly ball out to left field, and going over to make that catch is Colton Schillinger for out number 1.
Second baseman, Bailey.
Bringing up the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Bailey Houston, as Pterodactyls have 1 hit so far. On the Zaleski Network next, or on tomorrow, as you can listen to that Division 4 state baseball championship with not Fall Creek, but Johnson Creek against Pacelli at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, as Wayne Sankey going for another state championship. And then Legion action tomorrow night. And a fly ball down the right field line and chasing it and runs out of real estate is Saraki, hustling after that ball. As Trevor and I will be over in Stratford tomorrow night to see the Stratford Legion team against Amherst. Stratford, as they were the Class A state runner-up last year, and pretty much everybody is back. So they've got Zaleski is back, and I'm trying to think who the other pitcher was. Schmidt is back also. And so they've got 5 very strong pitchers, and I think they're going to contend for another Class A or get into that Class A championship. And a strikeout to Bailey Houston, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. And back to the top of the batting order is Eli Johnson, the center fielder, and that is strikeout number 3 for Logan Homolka now. And then also the Everest Merchants will be down in Wisconsin Rapids to play at the Quadruplex down there. Beautiful complex down there. In fact, that's where the AAA state tournament was last year. And the AAA tournament this year will be in Bucol Park in Stevens Point. And next year, it'll be right here at Hackman Field in Marshfield. So, making the triangle here of Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point, and Marshfield for a AAA tournament. So, for a 3-year period. And then also New London is at Wapaka in Legion action also tomorrow. And then a full slate of games this weekend is there's a tournament going down in Wisconsin Rapids, and we will be covering that also this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. I get the weekend off, thank goodness, so I can stay in my air-conditioned house as she's going to be pretty warm on Saturday. So I won't have to put up with the heat. Homolka from the stretch. And the pitch and a swing and a miss, and that is another Jamie Wenzel strikeout. And called Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened, as Homolka picks up strikeout number 4 as the Pterodactyls go 1, 2, 3. And you are watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and leading off will be the leadoff hitter, Isaiah Byroll, the shortstop. Isaiah had a double in the right center field power alley first time up back in the first inning, and eventually scored. And he will be leading off with Colin DeBoer as Isaiah takes a call strike 1 on that first pitch. Next pitch inside for ball 1. Josh from the windup inside, ball 2. 2-1 count to Isaiah Byroll, Chaparral shortstop. And low and away for ball 3 as the sun comes peeking out from the west, and the left fielder out there shading his eyes as he's looking directly into that sun out there. And a shot up the middle, base hit, as Isaiah Byroll goes 2 for 2 so far. And again, the Chaparrals get their leadoff hitter on, and the catcher, Colin DeBoer, as he singled and scored back in the first inning. As this top of the batting order is very, very successful of getting base hits and getting on for the Chaparrals. From the stretch, Marcioni. His pitch is low and away for ball one. Isaiah not really the fastest fleet of foot out there, so I'm thinking he's not a base stealing threat. And a pop-up. And over on the third base side and making that catch is Caden Dower for out number one. As Caden's been pretty busy over there at third. And bringing up Riley Ballman, the center fielder. Riley walked back in the first inning and then was put out at second base on a double play. On a ball hit by Homolka. And a pitch way outside and gets away. That will be a wild pitch. As Isaiah Byrell now gets into scoring position here for the Chaparrals. And dark clouds to the east, but they're all heading that way. And sunshine now here at Hackman Field. And the pitch. And a pop-up down the first base line, making a chase is Jason Jones. And Jason just don't have the wheels like he had, say, 18 or 19 years ago. He's been with the Pterodactyls for 18 seasons, and I'll tell you, that's dedication to a ball club right there. And like I said, this Pterodactyl team has been very, very successful over the years. As Marcioni gets set out there on the mound, gets the sign from Bennett Klisch. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. 2-1 count. As Josh gets signal from Bennett. And the pitch. And a fly ball out to left field. And Josh Opiola camps under it to make the catch for out number two. As Isaiah Byrell heads back to second.
The pitcher, Logan
Homolka. The pitcher, Logan Homolka. Logan hit into a double play back in the first inning. And the first pitch comes in as a ball. Josh from the stretch. And a swing and a miss by Logan. One and one count with two down. With Isaiah Byrell at second. Josh takes a look at second. Breaking ball just upstairs, just missed. And Bennett looked back at a home plate umpire. He thought he had a strike there. He looked at the scoreboard and switched over to the second ball. And he thought he had Bennett thought he had a strike. But the count's 2-1 with two down. And a shot down the first base line. That will score a run. As Logan rounds first, Isaiah rounds third and heads home. And an RBI single by Logan Homolka as he helps his cause by knocking in the third run for the Chaparrals. As the Chaparrals take a 3-0 lead here against the Pterodactyls. An RBI single by Logan Homolka. Bringing up the second baseman, Jack Tubbs, who had a RBI single. And another hit by Jack, takes the first pitch and loops one out to center field. As Jack Tubbs now 2 for 2 on the evening. As Logan heads to second base. And bringing up Colton Schillinger, the left fielder. And Colton from Stratford, another Stratford standout. First pitch comes in for a strike. And follows it back over the top of the backstop and heads right back to us, off to the right, but as a little heckling over here that should have been caught by a fan. And Josh, and next pitch. Calls a strike for strike 3 as the Chaparrals come up with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. After 2.5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 3 and the Plover Pterodactyls nothing. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. And put more spring in your step at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Get your locks cut, colored, styled, and looking fresh as spring temperatures heat up. Blues Hair Studio is open Monday through Friday with an appointment times to match your schedule. Get an online appointment at blueshairstudio.com. And Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. One thing I'd like to talk about is the American Legion. It goes back to 2023, and they have now started a girls' fast-pitch softball league sponsored by the American Legion, and it's been going for 3 years. The inaugural game was in Wausau back in 2023, and Marshfield now has a team also, and I will be covering a ball game next week here in Marshfield to see what that team consists of. And laying one down and falling down, Homolka gets it, low throw to first to get Jason Jones as he laid one down but lost his footing coming out of the batter's box. It was a great bunt, but hope Jason is okay as he's walking back to the dugout. But he's put out 1-3 on the play, bringing up Bennett Klish, who popped out to the shortstop, the catcher for the Pterodactyls, right-handed hitter. Here in the top of the 4th inning, first pitch outside for ball 1. Homolka with 4 strikeouts and no walks so far in today's contest. And next pitch comes in, 2-0 count to Bennett Klish. And a swing and a miss with a fastball, as Bennett put everything in on that one. Homolka from the stretch, and a pop-up down the first base side. And coming over is Saraki. But he figured he held up a little bit, figured, nah, it's not high enough, he's not going to get to it, so he held back a little bit. Chaparrals, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Pterodactyls, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. And a swing and a miss, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened, and that is strikeout number 5 for Logan. With 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning as third baseman Caden Thoyer, who has Pterodactyl's only hit, as we get to see, I get to see first pitch comes into Caden for a call strike. 2 Plover teams in the last 2 days has had a dandy here last night as the Marshfield Post 54 was victorious, and a fly ball out to center field, and camping under it is Riley Ballman for out number 3. And we'll tell you when we come back of what all happened last night in that Legion game as Pterodactyls go 1-2-3. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. Yes, last night we had a dandy here at as Gene Delisio called that ball game here on Zaleski Sports last night, and Post 54 jumped out to a 2-0 lead on Plover, and Plover came back, scored 2 in the top of the 7th to tie it up, and then it went back and forth, and then in the 10th inning, Plover scored, and Marshfield's lineup scoring in the 10th inning also to still tie it up, and we went all the way to the 12th inning for a 4-3 win over Wayne Sankey's Plover Ball Club. So it was a great ball game, and I thought for sure it was going to break possibly Marshfield's longest game ever, which was 18 innings going back to 1971. And the reason I remember that is because I played in that ball game up in Rhinelander back in 71 on the Legion Club, and Ron Hart, a record that will never be broken in Legion baseball, as he pitched all 18 innings of that contest, and Marshfield lost. We lost 7-6, but it was a great ball game up there, and I remember our right fielder breaking his arm, and one of our drivers took him to the hospital, and he called and asked, well, how'd the game go? And, well, guess what? The lady at the concession stand says, we're still going. We're in the 11th inning. And he still came back and watched 5 more innings yet. So it was like by the time he got there. So, yeah, we went 18 innings in that ball game, and Ron Hart pitching all 18 innings in a record that will never be broken. Because right now in Legion ball they have a pitching rule that you can only throw 105 pitches, so it will never be broken. So, yeah, great ball game last night here at Hackman Field, and a foul ball way out of here by Soraki as Andrew struck out swinging. First time up back in the 2nd inning, and the count now 1-2 on Andrew Soraki, the first baseman for the Chaparrals. Josh with a breaking ball, missing inside. 2-2 count. And the pitch. And a pop-up down the third base line. And yes, who's going to make that one? That's Caden, as Caden has caught quite a few down here as he's got
Hediger.
actually 4 putouts already in this contest. And bringing up Cole Hediger, who popped up to the third baseman back in the second inning, as Marcioni working out of the windup. First pitch inside for a ball 1. As this game moving right along at, we're about just short of an hour old. Ground ball to short. Houston bobbles it and gets them just by a half step. As Brady Houston got his composure and threw him out and got Hediger by a half a step for out number 2. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, third baseman Sean Bryant. Sean grounded out to the third baseman back in the second inning for out number 3. And again, grounds over to third as Caden gets it, throws over to first as all 3 plays happened over on that left side as the Chaparrals go 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And you are watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota Compact Do-It-All tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, where Chaparrals lead 3-0 going into the top of the 5th inning here at Jack Hackman Field. And leading off for the Pterodactyls in the top of the 5th will be the shortstop, Brady Houston, as he flew out to the center fielder back in the 2nd inning. We'll tell you about Nuts Deep. On Mondays, we're made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of the delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield, so hurry in and find your favorite there at Nuts Deep 2. Brady Houston leading off, as Brady is in his 3rd season with the Pterodactyls and a high school grad of Spash High School. And he played for the Stevens Point Sixers Post-6 team during his high school career. Homolka with the delivery and a shot down the left field line, but foul. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing prospects to siding windows and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. In fact, I'm having them come over and do some repair work on my 3 Seasons room come next week, so we'll see him in action. And the next pitch comes into Brady Houston for a call, strike 2. Homolka with the delivery, high and outside for a ball with a fastball. Colin DeBoer behind the plate for the Chaparrals, doing a nice job back there. Oh, we've got a little lightning back on the southeast over here. And knocked down by Colin. So it actually went around us. So that's more over, I would say heading towards the Auburndale area over there. And the next pitch, just missing outside. And a 3-2 count to Brady Houston. Plover shortstop. Logan gets the sign from Colin. And the delivery. And a fly ball into the power alley. And getting there to make the catch. Wow. Did he turn the afterburners on there as Riley Ballman coming over and making a running catch? That would make anybody's highlight film right there as he turned those afterburners on. And I thought for sure it was going to fall in for a base hit in that right center field power alley. But Riley with great speed out there to make that catch out there. And a fly ball. And popping it out to Jack Tubbs at second base for out number 2. And bringing up now the pitcher, Josh Marcioni. And Marcioni called out on strikes back in the second inning. And they even forgot to mention that Opiola was the beer batter. And a swing and a miss by Marcioni for strike 1. Yeah, Opiola took that first pitch and popped it out to Jack Tubbs at second there. And next pitch outside on a breaking ball from Homolka. Logan from the stretch and the pitch. And fouled off for strike 2. 1-2 count with 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. This game moving right along. We started at 7:15 and we're at 8:20 here. So this game is only an hour and 5 minutes old. And we're already in the 5th inning. Knock on wood. And holding up there is Marcione. And yes, we do have lightning in the south there. But fortunately, that's moving to the southeast. And a fly ball out to right field. And in there with a base hit, drops in front of the right fielder, Cole Hediger. And so Josh Marcioni gets the Pterodactyls' second hit of the ball game. And bringing up the right fielder, Kevin Jastromski. And Jastromski has been a seasoned veteran with the Pterodactyls. Takes a call strike on a pitch on the outside corner. He's an outfielder and a pitcher. He's been with the Docs for 9 years, a Spash grad. And he's at UW Stevens Point. And back-to-back hits now by the Pterodactyls as they are starting to threaten here in the top of the 5th inning. And going to second on the play is Josh Marcioni. So bringing up the number 9 hitter, second baseman Bailey Houston, as Bailey struck out back in the 3rd inning. We've got 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Runners at first and second for Plover. Homolka from the stretch takes a look at second and delivers. And a call strike right down Main Street to Houston. Homolka from the stretch and the pitch. A swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 2. Homolka from the stretch and the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. In fact, if something would happen weather-wise, we get this third out, it is considered a complete game, as it will have gone 4.5 innings. And a ground ball to Isaiah Byrell. Takes a bad hop and goes out to left field as looked like Byrell was going to make a play, and all of a sudden it just took a weird hop over the top of his head. So hit number 3 in this inning. as it looked like it was going to be a routine play, but well, they're going to give Byrell an error on that. I thought it took a very bad hop. So the first pitch to Eli Johnson is a strike. Eli flew out in the first to the center fielder and struck out in the third. And right now he's 0-2 with 2 outs and bases loaded. This is the biggest threat that the Pterodactyls have had in this contest. Homolka from the stretch. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Homolka gets out of the jam and gets his 6th strikeout as the Pterodactyls leave the bases loaded. The Pterodactyls with no runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left. And so after 4.5 innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 3 and the Pterodactyls nothing. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
The doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. And leading off for the Chaps will be Isaiah Byrell back on the top of the batting order, as Isaiah having a great ball game today. It is 2 for 2 as he doubled and scored back on the first and singled and scored in the third. So he has scored 2 of the 3 runs that the Chaps have, and he's got 2 of the 6 hits for the Chaparrals. And at Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation. So you better get that air conditioner all tuned up for this weekend for that hot weather coming in here to central Wisconsin. And with professional services to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas, call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. As out on the mound is Josh Marcioni. And got an 0-2 count now on Isaiah Byrell. And the windup and the pitch. And a shot as Isaiah going 3 for 3. That one's in the power alley. That's going to go for 2 as he rounds first, heads into second with his stand-up double, and he could go for 3. And he's down with a triple. As Isaiah Byrell turned on the, boy, I didn't think he had the speed, but man, did he turn the afterburners on that one as he hit that one in the left center field power alley and glides into third with a triple. He now has a single, double, and a triple and a home run away from the cycle. And bringing up catcher Cullen DeBoer, and takes the first pitch for a call strike. As I think Isaiah even surprises his own self. If the Chaps win that tonight, I guess we're going to have to interview Isaiah, and I'm going to ask him where he got those afterburners, because if I know he would have gotten the speed from his dad. I've known his dad and his mom for a long, long time, and so most likely Terry had pretty good speed also. So Fly ball and drops in there, and Isaiah, as throw comes and hits the cutoff man, as Isaiah scores on a base hit by Cullen DeBoer. A lazy fly ball out to left field, and DeBoer picks up with an RBI single, as that's 5 hits now between the number 1 and 2 players in this Chaparral lineup. And bringing up Riley Bauman, the center fielder. And the ball gets by on a wild pitch in rounding second with a big turn is Cullen DeBoer on a wild pitch by Marcioni. As the Chaparrals now lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. From the stretch to Riley Bauman, and catches the outside corner, as Riley can't believe that one. He kind of shook his head a little bit, and even the fans thought that was a little outside. Marcioni from the stretch, and the pitch, as Riley golfs one foul. Special thanks to our game day sponsors, the Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. Josh from the stretch. Breaking ball, and Riley pops it up, and pops it up to second baseman Bailey Houston for out number 1.
The pitcher,
and
Homolka.
Bringing up Logan Homolka, the pitcher, in the cleanup spot. Logan 1 for 2 on the day. Hit into a double play in the first and had an RBI single, knocking in Isaiah Byrell in the 3rd inning. Breaking ball just missing outside. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue or brockanddecker.com and like them on Facebook. Next pitch comes in for a ball, as we still have lightning directly southeast of us here. And a swing and a miss. 2-1 count now with 1 down, with Cullen DeBoer at second base for the Chaps. Josh gets a signal from Bennett Klisch in an off-speed pitch and pops it up to the third baseman as Caden comes under it and makes the catch for out number 2. And bringing up second baseman Jack Tubbs. Jack making his home debut here for the Chaparrals, as he is 2 for 2 with a base hit and a stolen base back in the first inning, and that was an RBI single and a base hit back in the 3rd, so he's 2 for 2. First pitch comes in for a ball, as he has another shot for an RBI situation, and Jack can hit the long ball. He's hit a few out over at Stratford. And a ground ball to short to Houston. Throw over to first and in time for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 1 run on 2 hits. A big triple by Isaiah Byrell. And no errors and left 1 left here in the 5th inning. And the score after 5 complete innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 4 and the Pterodactyls of Plover 0. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life. And that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we're back here at Hackman Field as the Chaparrals bring out a new pitcher in Preston Wagner. And Preston Wagner, former Marshfield Senior High grad, as Logan Homolka. Stay is done, and first pitch and base hit. Lazy liner out to center field for a base hit off of Wagner is Jason Jones. As Jason now has his first hit of the ball game, and that is the fourth hit by the Pterodactyls. Bringing up Bennett Klisch, the catcher. Bennett popped out to the shortstop in the first and struck out in the fourth. Wagner working from the stretch and laying one down and going foul is Bennett Klisch's offering. On one count as Logan pitching great ball today as he gave up no runs on just 3 hits and actually no walks and struck out 6. So great outing by Logan Homolka for the Chaparrals. Jones at first with about a 3.5 step lead. Ground ball, slow roller. And making the play was Sean Bryant, but getting down there very quickly was Bennett Klisch, and he will be credited with an infield hit. So Plover now threatening here in the top of the 6th inning with Jones and Klisch on base now for the Pterodactyls with nobody down. Wagner's pitch outside for ball 1. As Caden Thorier, the third baseman, now.
Isaiah's catching.
Oh, okay.
Collins at third.
Okay.
Collins at third. Logan's at first.
Okay.
Jack Tubbs at third. And then Preston's pitching.
Where did Preston go in the batting order?
Huh?
Where did Preston go in the batting order then? He can't sit. He can't. He can't hit in the same spot.
Who did they pull? Saraki they pulled out, so he must be 7th.
Or did they pull Bryant?
No, Sean Bryant's still. He's at shortstop.
Oh, he's at short. Okay. All right, we got all those positions here all straightened out now. Wagner with a 3-1 count on, and a shot down the left field line, but foul. As Thorier hit a rope down the third base line, just foul, I would say, by maybe 1.5 feet. That would have definitely scored at least 1 run on the play. Defensive-wise now, Isaiah Byral is catching. Colin DeBoer is at third. Logan Homolka moved to first, and Jack Tubbs is at third, and Sean Bryant is at short. And Preston Wagner will go into Andrew Soraki's spot in the number 7 spot.
The shortstop, Brady Houston.
And walking on the play here now is Stoyers, who loads the bases with nobody out. And actually now the tying run at the plate. Pitch low and away for a ball. As Wagner having little problems finding the plate here. Coming in relief for Logan Homolka. And high and upstairs. And no place to put him. 2-0 count to Brady Houston, who has flew out to center both times back in the 2nd and the 5th. And just missing that outside corner. 3-0 count now to Houston. And ball 4. And Plover picks up their first run and an RBI for Brady Houston.
That's right. It's once again your neighborhood bar beer batter.
And the beer batter now is Josh Opiola. Josh has struck out back in the 2nd and popped out to the second baseman in the 5th inning as Plover gets their first run of the ball game on an RBI walk to Brady Houston. And the first pitch coming into Opiola is a strike. And next pitch upstairs for ball 1. So bases loaded for the Pterodactyls here in the top of the 6th inning. A swing and a miss. Be a big plus for Wagner if he could get this batter right here and try to prevent any more damage. And a swing and a miss. And that's the 2nd time that the beer batter has gone down, and that's the Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. As Opiola goes down swinging for out number 1, bringing up Josh Marcioni. Josh was struck out back in the 2nd inning and had a base hit out to right field in the 5th inning. So Plover threatening here in the top of the 6th inning. They've already got 1 run crossed here in the 6th. Bases loaded. And a pop-up. And that's going to fall in. And scoring the run. Well, that was a catch out there in center field. I thought it fell in, but it was a catch by Riley Ballman. And Klisch tagged and scored on the play. So we have now 2 down. And runners at first and second. So a sacrifice fly by Marcioni for out number 2. And bringing up as they appeal it at third. And they're saying that play was fine. That Klisch did tag. And first pitch, fastball upstairs, swing and a miss by Jastromski, the right fielder, as Kevin flew out to left in the 3rd and a base hit in the 5th inning. And fouls this one off for an 0-2 count. Wagner from the stretch. And a swing and a miss, gets by the catcher. And making a beautiful stretch at first is Homolka to get Jastromski, and that is a strikeout, and that's a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel for all your cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. But the Pterodactyls come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. And so after 5.5 innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 4 and the Plover Pterodactyls 2. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast-pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. 2025 tryout registration is happening now. Go to marshfieldfastpitch.com to get started.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field as we're getting all the situation here on the defense for the Chaparrals. As a Chaparrals had a whole new different infield, just ball players moving around. And a ground ball down the first base line, and with a base hit is Colton Schillinger. As Colton now 1 for 3, takes that first pitch right down the first base line, and bringing up Preston Wagner, who's now pitching for the Chaparrals. He's in the batting spot for Andrew Soraki, who came out, and Homolka went over to first base. And a pitch down in the dirt, knocked down nicely by Klisch. As Marcioni on the mound. Pitch just missed as and there's a call, strike 1. 2-1 count on Preston Wagner. And the pitch, down in the dirt, knocked down by Klisch. As Marcioni has now worked the count to 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As the pace of this game now has kind of dragged a little bit here as we were moving along very nicely. In about an hour and 5 minutes, we were like in the middle of the 5th inning. Here we are in the middle of the 6th, and a half hour later. So, but and this is train number 4 that has been going through here now since the game started. And a ground ball, beautifully placed as Schillinger took off. Second baseman moved from the position, and Wagner put the bat out and hit the ball right where second baseman Bailey Houston was standing. And Wagner with a base hit, and Schillinger going to third on the play, as it was kind of pretty much the old-fashioned hit and run. So runners at the corners and a pop-up to the shortstop Houston for out number 1. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, Sean Bryant, who's now playing shortstop for the Chaparrals. As correction, we have, I think, a pinch hitter here now. That is number 28. And a base hit will score 2 runs. As Bryant gets a double here.
Back to the top of the order with Isaiah Byron.
As that was Cohen Bryant who got that double as he came in and pinched hit for Sean Bryant and gets 2 RBIs on that play. And a wild pitch, and here he comes. He's going to score all the way. Great speed by Cohen Bryant as on a wild pitch, he scores all the way from second base. So Cohen Bryant was not on the bases very long, as on the first pitch becomes a wild pitch after he gets that little short double. And the first pitch is a wild pitch, and he scores all the way from second on the play. Fly ball out to right field is Isaiah Byron, and that is the first time Isaiah has been put away. As going to that at bat, Isaiah was 3 for 3. Well, the Chaps have put up 3 runs here in the 6th inning. As the Chaparrals making things happen here in this 6th inning. As Cohen Bryant comes in and pinch hits and gets a 2-run double. And then he scores on a wild pitch from second base to give the Chaparrals 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So a total, in fact, in an inning and a half, there has been 6 runs that have been scored in this contest. As Colin DeBoer fouls one off. Colin 2 for 3 on the day. He singled and scored in the first, popped out to the third baseman in the third, and had an RBI single, knocking in Isaiah Byron back in the 5th inning. And the pitch upstairs, Cullen now playing second base. He started the ball game behind the plate. And next pitch down low for ball 4. And that is the only second walk given up tonight by Josh Marcioni and Riley Ballman. Now coming to the plate, Riley is 0 for 2 officially. He walked in the first, flew out to left in the third, and popped out to the second baseman. And a fly ball out to right field, going back and circling around and misjudging the ball is Jastromski, and going into second is Bauman, and scoring on the play is DeBoer all the way from first. And we'll see how they score that.
First baseman.
They're going to score it as an error. And so standing at second now is Riley Ballman. And bringing up Logan Homolka, who's now playing first base for the Chaps. Homolka 1 for 3 on the day. As Marcioni gets the sign from Klisch, and the pitch down low, knocked down nicely by Klisch. They have the Chaparrals for 11 hits. And a fly ball out to center field and going back and over the head of Eli Johnson, and that will be a double for Homolka, as Homolka will be credited with an RBI.
Jack Tubbs.
And that'll be hit number 12 for the Chaparrals. And the Chaps now up 9-2 as they explode for 5 runs here in the 6th inning. From the stretch, Marcioni. And a ground ball to short to Houston. Throws over to first and in time for out number 3. Well, the Chaparrals batter around the order as they send 9 to the plate and come up with 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. And after 6 complete innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 9 and the Plover Pterodactyls 2. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
We're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and we're going to tell you about ShedsDelivered.com. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. In fact, I stopped one day. They're located on the south side of Marshfield here by the 2 roundabouts, and I looked at some of those sheds, and they are really, really nicely made. So contact them if you need a shed. And next stop, Prosthetics. Provide prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And bringing up for Plover here in the 7th inning is Bailey Houston, as ground ball to short, throws over to first, and pulling him off the bag. And that will be an error on the shortstop, as they're saying that pulled him off the bag. So an error on the Chaparrals, as Eli Johnson, the center fielder. Eli flew out to center in the first, struck out in the third, and struck out in the 5th. As Plover's big inning was back in the 6th inning, as they sent 7 batters to the plate and put up 2 runs and made it a 4-2 ball game. But the Chaparrals come up with 5 big runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to go ahead now 9-2, as the next pitch comes into Johnson. And Johnson not very pleased with that second strike, as he thought that was low and away. And 0-2 count now on Eli Johnson. And a swing and a miss as Eli walks away disgusted. And that's a Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. So 1 down here. And that is his 3rd strikeout by Wagner in this contest. And bringing up Jason Jones, as Jason is 1 for 3 and scored a run in this evening's contest. Next pitch, high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 with 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Preston Wagner now on the mound for Homolka in relief, as he was charged for those 2 runs in the 6th inning. And a wild pitch advances Houston to second base. That one was knocked down in the dirt there, as Byro could not handle that one. Wagner gets a strike right down Main Street, right at the knees to Jason Jones. 2-2 count with 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. This is a 9-inning contest, and hit by a pitch as Wagner puts now runners at first and second as Viral goes over to get the ball. And they're saying the attendance here is 6,000, but I think maybe about 6,100 of them went left already, so it's narrowed down to maybe, I would say there's about 75 here or so, but they left. They must have seen that lightning in the southwest and thought they better get home. So, and a fly ball out to right field, and making a diving catch and a throw to first, trying to double off, and the runner at second decides to go, and that advancement will actually be an error, as it'll be a throwing error on the right fielder on that. Made the advancement, but a catch by the right fielder of Klish's shot out there to Cole Hediger. Hediger tried to double off the runner at first. First pitch, and a swing and a miss by Caden. So we've got 2 down here. Runners at the corners for the Pterodactyls. Wagner from the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Plover threatening here again in the top of the 7th inning, as they came up with 2 runs in the 6th inning. And a pop-up, and camping under it is Riley Bauman for out number 3. For the Pterodactyls, they come up with no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 2 men left. And after 6.5 innings of play, it's the Marshall Chaparrals 9 and the Plover Pterodactyls 2. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane, open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, no appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. And Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in an Express Employment. Find the right career path for you. And BB&D Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com at BB&D Sports Shop, located in Cadott and Abbotsford. As we have a little Neil Dime in the background here, and we now have a new pitcher on the mound for Plover, and I'm trying to catch the number here, number 11, and that would be, let's take a look here, that would be Brady Houston is now pitching, and we'll have to see who went to short here.
Pitching for the Pterodactyls, Brady Houston.
Brady Houston now
batting for your chaparral.
and playing short.
Schillinger.
Looks like number 17. That would be Caden Thauer is at short, and going to third would be I can't quite tell who that is over there. Let's see. And ground ball to the pitcher. And gets Houston, throws over to first to get Colton Schillinger, who led off the 7th inning here for out number 1. Preston Wagner now coming up. Preston with a base hit back in the 6th inning. He came in to pitch for the Shaps back in the 6th inning. As Houston gets first pitch in for a call strike. I'm thinking it's number 16. Let's see here. No. Not sure who's playing third base there, as the numbers are really blend in with those dark uniforms out there. Houston gets the sign and the pitch. And a base hit out to center field for Preston Wagner, his 2nd hit of the ball game, as he is now 2 for 2. That is the 13th hit by the Chaparrals tonight, bringing up Cole Hediger, the right fielder. Cole 0 for 3 on the night, as the Chaparrals have put up 13 hits on the Pterodactyls today. And a ground ball foul. As Brady Houston now pitching for, and a call strike to Cole. That's 0-2 now.
Bailey Houston went to third. Cody Perkins is at second.
Okay.
Cody Perkins is number 20. I don't know who the shortstop is.
baseman went there. And we've got pretty much a new infield for Plover here also. As Houston gets the sign. And the pitch. And a ground ball to short. And a throw over to first. In time. In time to get Hediger. And advancing to second on the play is Wagner. And Cohen Bryant, who had a 2-run double. Pinch hit 2-run double. Back in the 6th inning to open this ball game up for, and he gets hit by a pitch. And he's not very happy with it, as he will now get on. Runners at first and second with 2 down and back to the top of the batting order. And bringing up Isaiah Byrell as Isaiah is a home run away of hitting for the cycle. He is 3 for 4 tonight. He doubled in the first, singled in the third and scored, tripled and scored in the 5th, and flew out to the right fielder back in the 6th inning. And here in the 7th, trying to hit for that cycle is Isaiah Byrell. And pitch down low for ball 1. Shaps leading 9-2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is a 9-inning contest. Houston from the stretch and pitch outside, ball 2. Houston getting the sign from his catcher. And stealing third as a third baseman playing way back. And we get a double steal as Wagner steals third and Cohen Bryant steals second. So runners now at second and third. So Cohen did not go on that play. He is now. And a swing and a miss. We do have runners now at second and third. So Isaiah has a chance here now to add a couple more runs for the Chaparrals with a base hit here possibly. Houston from the stretch and the pitch. And pops it up and out of play and into the crowd along the third base side here. And the count now 2-1 to Isaiah Byrell, who started the game at short and is now catching. As I understand that a big contingency of fans will be coming on Monday night when the Chaparrals play here. In fact, let's see who they are playing. They are playing Wisconsin Rapids on Monday night, their next home game. And ground ball to short. It's going to be a tough play. And they get Isaiah as the contingency from Washington School, where Isaiah teaches, are going to come and cheer him on Monday night here. So should be an interesting night here at the Chaparral game. The Chaparrals come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. And after 7 complete innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 9 and the Plover Pterodactyls 2. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
And back here at Hackman Field, Al Lalacata is now playing third base for the Chaparrals. And coming up four. And the mosquitoes are out here, folks. They're starting to come in. I suppose this rain we've had and the warm weather we're going to have, it's going to bring a lot of them. So bring your bug spray when you come to the ballpark. And a ground ball to short, and knocked down, throw over to first, and that was pretty deep in the hole there. We'll give a base hit to Brady Houston on the play, and so Josh Opiola now, the left fielder, as he struck out in the second, popped out to the second baseman in the fifth, and struck out in the sixth. And pitch upstairs for a ball. Wagner from the stretch, and the pitch. And fouled off for a strike. 1-1 count as that foul ball goes into the parking lot. We're in the top of the 8th inning here at Hackman Field. Chaparrals leading 9-2. Swing and a miss by Opiola as a foul tip into the glove of Isaiah Byrell. As Logan Homolka started this contest, pitched a very, very fine ball game, gave up no runs on just 3 hits. He struck out 6 and walked none. So great outing by Logan. He'll be the pitcher of record here if everything goes well. And just missing outside. Wagner's pitch is now a full count, 3-2, with a runner at first base. That is Brady Houston. And a swing and a miss as Opiola goes down for the 3rd time in today's contest. And that is the 4th strikeout for Wagner. As Wagner gave up 2 runs when he came in the 6th inning. And first pitch to Marciano, and it's called a strike. 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning. And running and falling back and coming back is Isaiah Byrell as it falls into the bleachers right in front of us here. So an 0-2 count to Josh Marcioni. Marcioni on the day, 1 for 2, struck out back in the 2nd inning, base hit in the 5th, and a sacrifice fly in the 6th. And pitch outside for a ball. 1-2 count now with one down. As the game at Wisconsin Rapids has been postponed, as they must have had a little rain down there, as we saw that lightning over in the southeast corner. And the batter goes down swinging. First base is occupied, so Marciani is out automatically, and that is strikeout number 5, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel of Surf Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. Wagner working from the stretch with a runner at first, and he's taken off. Call strike, and going in with a stolen base is Brady Houston. That is the first stolen base by the Plover this evening. 0-1 count to Kevin Jastromski. And inside pitch for a call strike. Actually, this is and fouling it back into the screen. We're not sure who this is because on and let's take a look on my sheet here, number 20. He is not listed, so. Oh, here we go. It's Cody Retzloff now batting. And striking out with a Jamie Wenzel strikeout as Wagner strikes out the side here in the 8th inning, and strikeout number 6. So Plover comes up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 7.5 innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 9 and Plover 2. And you're watching Chaparral Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, and Chaparrals leading 9-2 here going into the bottom of the 8th inning. The Chaps will be in action this weekend. On the 20th, they will travel to Eau Claire for a 7 o'clock contest, and then on Sunday, June 22nd, they will take on Rhinelander up in Rhinelander, a 12 o'clock start. They, at first game of the season, they beat Rhinelander here at Jack Hackman Field, so a rematch, the first game of the season. And they will be back home Monday, June 23rd, when they take on the Red Hawks of Wisconsin Rapids. They lost a tight one to Wisconsin Rapids just last Tuesday. And the start of that contest will be 7 o'clock, and then it's actually a big homestand week, actually, as Monday, as I mentioned, against Wisconsin Rapids. Wednesday, June 25th, they will take on Pittsville. And on Friday, June 27th, they'll take on DC Everest. All them games starting at 7 o'clock here at Jack Hackman Field. So a lot of baseball action here at Jack Hackman Field. And I know during that week also, the Point Legion and Marshfield Legion will be tangling against each other here at Jack Hackman Field. So pretty much every night next week you'll be able to see a ball game here in Marshfield. So come on down, enjoy a great night of baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. And next pitch comes into, let's see, Colin DeBoer. Colin is 2 for 3 on the day. Singled and scored in the first, popped out the third in the third inning, base hit in the fifth, and walked and scored in the sixth. So, very good night by him. And Byrol in the leadoff spot. And a fly ball out to left field and for out number 1 as Josh Opiola makes the catch out there. Bringing up Riley Ballman. Riley is 0 for 3 and scored back in the fifth inning and walked in the first. So the Plover Pterodactyls, as I mentioned, the game Friday night at Memorial Park has been canceled against Marion, but they will have a doubleheader against Waymont White Bass at 12:30. That's a doubleheader on Sunday the 22nd, and then Friday the 26th, June 26th, they'll take on the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks, and time for that is at 7:30. And the next time this Plover team will take on the Chaparrals will be a home game on July 16th. The Chaps will be in Plover for a 7:30 ball game. So a couple home dates there for the Pterodactyls. So go out and see some nice baseball. A very fine facility over in Plover also at Memorial Park there. So plenty of baseball action to go out, and weather's going to be nice, and enjoy some baseball. As Riley Ballman fouls one off, and the count now 0-2 to Riley with 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning as we're starting to wind down here. Houston out on the mound, and Ballman fouls it off back to the backstop. We've got 1 down here. Coming up after him is Logan Homolka. As Logan is 2 for 4 on the day also. Great offense and a base hit by Riley as he gets his first hit of the ball game. So the first 5 batters in this lineup very, very productive, as Byrol had 3 hits tonight. DeBoer had 2 hits tonight. Bauman with his first hit. Homolka's got 2 hits, and Jack Tubbs has 2 hits. So explosive offense out of the first 5 batters here for Luke Wirtz's ball club. We'll get a chance to talk to Luke and get his reaction of the ball game here against Plover as Logan fouls the first one off the right side of the field. Left-handed hitter Logan Homolka, who's 2 for 4. He's got a single and a double. Pitch down low, blocked nicely by Klisch. At first base is Riley Ballman. Houston gets the sign from Klisch from the stretch. And the pitch. Down low, blocked by Klisch. As the Chaparrals with 14 hits tonight, an explosive offense. They've left 7 runners stranded. In fact, in that Marshfield Plover game last night, I could not believe Marshfield stranded 19 runners in that contest, and Plover stranded 14 runners in that game. 33 runners stranded between the 2 ball clubs last night in a 12-inning matchup. So as Homolka walks and gets on base for the 3rd time in tonight's contest, as Ballman heads down to second base.
Al Malacata.
As we've got a pinch hitter here as Al Lalakata, who's from Wisconsin Rapids. Now hitting for Jack Tubbs. And he gets a base hit. And they're going to hold the runner up at third. That's Ballman. As Al takes that first pitch and hits it to left field. And as this offense just coming off the bench either does a great job here as Al sitting on the bench all night long and takes the first pitch and comes up with a base hit. So actually in that 5 spot, that's 3 hits as Tubbs had 2 hits and Licata now with a base hit. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits out of the first 5 guys in the batting order. Line shot down the left field line and foul by Colton Schillinger. $11 hits, wow, out of the first 5 guys in that batting order. Very, very productive. As Houston working out of the windup with bases loaded. And out of play along the first base side into the bleachers here.
Return them foul balls and get your name entered in for a bike. Bike drawing sponsored by Brock and Decker Real Estate.
In fact, I was looking on Facebook today, and there was a deal with the Everest Merchants, and what it costs them to run an organization is just unbelievable. And an infield fly rule, and the pitcher making the catch on there as bases were loaded, and Schillinger pops out to the pitcher. And bringing up Preston Wagner. And Preston, 2 for 2 tonight. He had a single and scored in the 6th and singled in the 7th in today's contest, and actually did a great job pitching here in the final 3 innings, and actually he'll be up for a save and a first pitch, catching the outside corner for a call strike 1. Houston getting the sign from Klisch, working out of the windup and the pitch. And a shot out to center field and directly right at Eli Johnson as Wagner got a hold of one, but right at Johnson for out number 3. For the Chaparrals, they come up with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left. And after 8 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 9 and the Plover Pterodactyls 2. And you're watching Zaleski Sports with play of Chaparral baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Batting for the Pterodactyls, Bailey Houston.
Leading off for the Pterodactyls, number 29, Bailey Houston, the number 9 spot. He's been on twice by Ayers. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Picked up nicely, thrown over to first in time for out number 1. Back to the top of the batting order for the Pterodactyls is Eli Johnson.
Center fielder, Eli Johnson.
As Eli flew out to the center fielder in the first, struck out in the third, struck out in the fifth, and struck out in the 7th. As Wagner has 6 strikeouts in today's contest. He has 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and hit a batter. He's given up 2 runs and has given up 3 hits, as the Plover Ball Club has 6 hits on the game. Catching the outside corner for a call strike 2 to Eli Johnson. Wagner with the pitch and outside for a ball. Jason Jones, the undecked hitter. And a swing and a miss as Eli goes down for the 4th time in the contest. And that is strikeout number 7.
Jason Jones.
And the second out. So, pitching staff of Marshfield with 13 strikeouts in this contest and only 2 walks. Very outstanding job pitching-wise by the Chaparrals tonight out of Logan and also Preston. And we will talk to Luke Wirtz, get his opinion of tonight's ball game in our post-game show in the Nasonville post-game, as that will be coming up just shortly here. Wagner with the pitch and a call strike. 2-1 count with 2 down here in the bottom or top of the 9th inning. And we're looking at, well, not bad for a 9-inning ball game. And a base hit out to right field as Jason Jones picks up his 2nd hit of the ball game, the 3rd time he has been on base. He had that base hit back in the 6th and scored and got hit by a pitch in the 7th. And now his 2nd base hit as he goes down for it.
The catcher, Bennett Klisch.
And Bennett Klisch now. From the stretch, Wagner and the pitch. And popping it up. And this could be the final out here as pops out to the shortstop for out number 3. So, Pterodactyls come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. As Pterodactyls come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. And the final score here from Jack Hackman Field is the Chaparrals 9 and the Pterodactyls of Plover 2. And we'll be back with our post-game show. And coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. And we'll be back with head coach Luke Wirtz, and we're going to pick a player of ball game. We're going to pick Isaiah Byrell as our player of the game, as he had a great night, going 3 for 5 tonight with scoring 3 runs. So we'll be back with those two right after this when we get done hearing from Nasonville Dairy.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And we're back here at Hackman Field where the Chaparrals come up with a very impressive 9-2 win. First of all, great pitching outing by Logan Homolka and also Preston Wagner, striking out 13, walking, I think 2 in the whole ball game. But great pitching performance, Luke, by those two.
Yeah, thankfully everything went according to plan. Logan wanted to come out. He's going to be pitching in our league game this weekend, so he wanted to get a few innings, just kind of stay loose, keep himself locked in for the weekend, and then brought in the relief there. We brought in Preston, and he did a great job. He was a little rough out of the gate, but he hasn't pitched in a little bit, but he was ready to kind of finish off the game for us, and he got the job done. Yeah, he finished out really strong. In fact, he had 2 walks in there. He hit a batter, but he had 7 strikeouts in that stretch to get the save because he pitched 4 innings. He gets credit with the save on that also. But yeah, great job by Preston today. Yeah, really proud of him. You know, he was actually not even supposed to be here tonight. He's a junior legion coach, and their game got canceled up in Merrill. So he texted me and said he would be there, and I said, "How's pitching relief sound?" And he said he'd be ready to go. So he came out of the gate. He just needed to get a little dialed in off the mound and stuff, and he was able to do that. And once he got rolling, he was really pumping the zone. Well, and also the offense tonight was just phenomenal. I mean, you look at the first 5 guys in the batting order. In fact, Al comes in and gets a pinch hit, in that 5 spot, also in Jack's spot. But 11 hits combined by the first 5 guys in that batting order, and just a phenomenal job by the offense of those 5 guys. Yeah, we strung together a couple of big innings there, and Isaiah had a really good game, batting leadoff tonight. He was on base, I think, at least 3 times, if not more. And Colin was struggling a little bit, but he was putting the ball in play. He was able to move runners over, and then the rest of the lineup up and down. I mean, even some of the guys we brought in to pinch hit came up, like you mentioned. Al Cohen Bryant came in, hit a base hit immediately, RBI, and then he scored on that wild pitch, taking 2 bases. So, yeah, up and down. I'm just proud of the way the guys had good at-bats tonight and put the ball in play. Yeah, you don't see that very often, scoring from second base on a wild pitch. I mean, all of a sudden I looked, and I figured he was going to go to third, and all of a sudden I looked, and boom, there he was coming home. Yeah, he stayed in stride. The catcher couldn't find it for a minute, and he's a short guy. Those legs are moving, but he picked up speed and just kept going. And he was aggressive, good aggressive base running, and worked out in the end.
All right, Luke. Good luck this weekend. I know you got a couple ball games this weekend, and you guys are back here again Monday against Wisconsin Rapids. Maybe a sweet little revenge from last week, but great crowd again tonight and hope a better crowd next Monday night for against Wisconsin Rapids.
Yeah, I'm glad the weather held up nice for us tonight. We got 9 innings in of baseball with no rain, and looking forward to the next 5 games in 7 days or something like that for us. So looking forward to it.
All right. Good luck this weekend, and thanks for stopping by. You betcha. You bet. With us, Isaiah Byra. Isaiah, great ball game. You started out with that double, and then the single, and then the triple. Was the cycle in your mind at all?
I think you're always kind of thinking it, but no, I just kind of didn't get my pitch to try, but just trying to keep hitting the ball, put it in play. Had a lot of guys behind me tonight, so that was good to see.
All right. And then, of course, they switched you to catcher, and you haven't caught in quite a while, have you? So it was kind of a little different back there.
Yeah, it seems like I get 1 or 2 games each year, but yeah, getting too old for it, though, I think.
Old. Yeah, right. So, and actually, I made the comment when you got on base there with that single. I said, he doesn't have much speed. He's not going to steal. But I'll tell you, on that triple, I don't know where you got the afterburners from. I know your dad had great speed, but you went trucking around there after you got around first there. I'm saying, whoa, there's the afterburners, and you went in for that triple.
Yeah, definitely slowed down the last couple of years, but yeah, I think it would have been a stand-up 2 years ago, but got to come in sliding. So.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to put you in the house. You've been through this before. I'll count you down, and you do your thing.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Isaiah Barrell, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Isaiah. You betcha. Again, the Chaparrals with a big 9-2 win over the Plover Pterodactyls, and the Chaparrals will be in action this weekend as they go over to Eau Claire. And they will be back here next Monday against the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks in a rematch of last Tuesday where the Chaparrals lost by a run, but trying to get sweet revenge. So for Trevor Zaleski, I'm Mike Steinwagner. You have a great weekend. Drink a lot of water because it's going to be a really hot one this weekend. So, and catch us tomorrow night as Trevor and I will be in Stratford for the Stratford Amherst Legion game, and the start of that first pitch is at 6 o'clock tomorrow night on Zaleski Sports. Again, good night, everyone.